Are you ready? What?
There it is. Look at me. Solo tonight. Just how I like it. God, the old Bon Jovi's not here. Thank God. Jeez Louise. It's been a while since I've done this. You know, Andy needs a break. And what the hell is Andy doing? Right? He's like, I need a break. He needs a break. He needs a break like I need hair, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, hold on. I do need hair. Wait, hold on. That's not a good analogy at all. Anyway, guys, how are you? Welcome to Glam and Drams. It's Tuesday with Todd. I think I'm going to coin that, Tuesday with Todd. We have some special guests coming. Don't worry. It won't just be me. It's funny because, you know, on our Patreon Discord, I put a thing out saying, oh, you know, Andy can't go tonight. Just me. This is what I'm going to be doing. And out of nowhere, I think it was JH asked for one of our guests. And I wasn't even planning on bringing him on, but then I saw that and I said, well, geez, I have to go down the streets of Baltimore and see if this person is available. You know, he's got a very, very, you know, late schedule usually, and it's hard to get a hold of him, but we've got him. So you'll see him soon. Maybe another guest. How are you guys out there? So it's going to be a short stream. I might give away some things. I am going to do some things. I'm going to give you some information. We're going to have fun. Andy's not here, so we're definitely going to have fun. But let me say hello to everybody, and then I'll bring up my guest or guests, and we'll have a good time tonight. I can't wait to tell you some things. We got some information on the barrel picks. So there is right now a poll, so to speak. So go vote on that. Even if you're not a Patreon member. If you're not a Patreon member, why? Because look at these amazing single barrels that we have coming to you in the next few months. So I have some updates on those. But vote which one? I'm curious. We have 3. We have the first sort of ever outside of the state of Texas, still Austin cast strength rye coming. And I've got some information on that. I'll share with you in a little bit. We've got the first ever 9-year Corbin Cash Merced rye. It's 135 proof. And then we also have the first ever Corbin Cash bourbon hazmat, 148 proof at the time. It could be even higher than that. God, can you imagine 150? So guys, vote what you're most excited about. Again, you don't have to be a Patreon member, but guys, if you want to get one of those bottles, you do. So check out Patreon because they're coming and we got some other things. Cool. I've got some information on our 21090 takeover at Old Line, which is happening June 15th. So hopefully a lot of our local patrons can meet up where we're doing some things there. I got some information on that. What else? Oh, and I want to talk about something that I did last night, or actually 2 days ago. I was thinking, I do videos every day, these shorts. And if you don't know what I do shorts every single day, mostly reviews. And you try to do different things. I'm trying to not just do a straightforward review every time. So I was thinking, what is my favorite? I was going through my whiskeys and I was like, what are my favorite barrel proof whiskeys I have right now? Just that I have. And I was going through, I like that one. I like that one. I was like, let's start ranking them. What do I think? And I'm thinking, good idea. Let's do sort of like a challenge. So I'm going through my top 16 barrel proof / cast strength whiskeys. I rank them, and almost like a bracket NCA style where it's 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15. Every day I'm putting 2 up. So for we're on day 3 now. So 6 have already been put up. So go vote. Tomorrow will be the last 2 of the first round. And you guys basically see which 2 I have up against each other, and you vote in the comments of what you would prefer. Now, there's caveats. You have to have actually had the bottle, and then you take in consideration price and availability, and of course the taste. So I think it's fun. We've gotten a lot of comments. I like it. I usually get like 5 or 6 comments on my shorts. I've gotten 20, 30 comments. So it's fun. I like doing it, and I'm going to try to do that maybe with bottle and bonds, and maybe like, I don't know, under $50 or lower proof, something. I don't know. It's just a fun way to kind of repurpose things instead of just doing the same old reviews and kind of engage with you guys. But without further ado, let me see who's in the chat. John Kranz was first. He was here today. So here's a funny thing. Let me show this real quick. Andy, of course, still does the thumbnail. So he's not completely, I guess, gone from tonight. He did do the thumbnail for tonight. Let me see if I can show this. I actually kind of liked it. Is it bad that I kind of like the thumbnail for tonight because I don't know. I think I looked pretty good with Bon Jovi hair. Let's see this. Can you guys see this? Look at that. I kind of look good. I don't know about you guys, but I think I look damn good. Can you see? Maybe, hopefully, can you see that? Oh, yeah. Hopefully you can see that. Are you guys seeing this? You're not seeing this, are you? You're probably not seeing this. Are you seeing this? Shake your head yes if you can see that. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm sharing or not, but the thumbnail for tonight I thought was quite funny. So I don't think I'm sharing it. Damn it. Why isn't it sharing? Sharing this down stream. I'm sharing. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Add to stage. Can you see it now? There it is. Now I can see it. You guys weren't seeing it. Now you can see it. All right, there it is. Look at me. Look at it. I look beautiful with hair. Nope. Okay, yes. Sorry. There it is. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, nobody was seeing it. I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, I don't know. I think I look good with hair. God. Brown hair, too. Anyway, no, there won't be any Aquanet, so let's stop sharing that. Let's remove that. Get rid of that. Anyway, so thank you, John Graves, for mentioning that. Who else is here? Jesus, I gotta go way back. Sorry about that. Mr. Jiggs was up early. Sugar Kitty Meow, how are you? Slapshots Roadhouse. Hey guys, it's 4-Leaf Whiskey. It's a birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Stacy. Happy birthday to you. I want to know what Stacy's pour is on her birthday. I mean, what Irish whiskey is she? Speaking of Irish whiskey, we're going to have Kate from Keeper's Heart on. I know Marty just had her on like 2 weeks ago, but didn't know that when they called us to put her on the schedule. So I'm excited though, because I knew nothing of Keeper's Heart. Full honesty, they sent us a bunch of bottles. I'll give you my opinion. I think it's interesting. That's it's. I don't know if you guys know much about it. I've drank 2 of the 3 bottles. It's good. I've never bought one though. Question is, will I buy one after this? And I think so, but I don't know. We'll talk about that next week. So Keeper's Heart next week. Kate, we'll do something a little bit different than Marty. We'll ask crazy questions because I mean Marty already asked all the questions. You saw his stream. You probably know what she's going to say. So we'll ask different questions. Sashi Shane is here. Carl is here. What's up, Carl? Mike Myers here. Rock on, brother. Whiskey Nature. Good to see you. Doug H is in the house. Mr. Mom 3010 is here. Corey is here. CJB Bourbon. He's a solo. Yeah, we are all good. Yes, exactly. You're in good hands. Don't worry. You are in good hands. You guys like this? Look at this. I love this, man. This is like a little hoodie. Like it's not too like heavy. I know Joe probably likes this. This is nice. I like the Baltimore on it. Yes, I like that. There's Joe Graves. I knew he'd be here. Biking Bourbon's here. Good to see you. Tim's here. Good on. Rock on, man. Good to see you, Tim. And I'd love to see Tim at the Patreon takeover at Old Line. I don't know if you can travel that far, Tim, but we're going to be doing some cool things. I got some information on that. I'll get to that in a second. Anthony Peters is here. Oh, sorry. Gandy's here. Oh, geez, I skipped over 3 people. Gandy, what's up, buddy? Ron, how are you? Good to see you. Tim Cornay is here. Good to see you, Tim. Anthony Peters. Let's see. Peter B is here. Good, guys. Keep sharing it out. Let's bring more people in here. Who have I missed? Show me the proof. Cheers all. I'm greedy. I want them all. I like that. I like that answer. I think he's alluding to the poll we have up. So guys, go vote, and I so hope you guys get them all because I think these are some of the most unique barrels you're going to find of any club. Listen, we kind of we lucked not until you lucked into it. We've got a relationship with Still Austin. They let us have one of the first rye whiskey barrels. Andy had a really good. We had David D'Souza on. Andy went all the way out there. They didn't have him sent. He really. By going out there, David opened up his sort of honey barrels to us, and we got really lucky with these 2 barrels that we're getting from Cormier Cash. No one else will have this year. I mean, they don't do many to begin with, but no other club will have the barrels that we have, guaranteed. So I'm super excited about that. I'll give you some information on that too, because we have some dates possibly for that. JG is here. Just sorry, let me make sure to miss anybody who's come in. I think that's it. I've got everybody. Anthony, yeah, that's everybody. All right. Well, maybe not. If I missed you, hello. How are you? Tell me in the chat. I'll do my best. There's Richie Z. I'll do my best to see what you guys are drinking tonight. There's Keith J. Keith, how are you, man? How are you? Happy birthday, Stage. Yes, Keith, I hope you're doing well. Email me, man. Let me know how you're doing. If there's anything you need from us, me and Andy often think of you. So I hope you're doing better. And it's good to see you, buddy. Glad you're in the chat. Not me 1, 2, 3 having my first pour of 1974 proof. That will make a appearance in my my bracket challenge of foolproof barrel proof whiskeys. I think tomorrow actually. So you'll see what that's up against tomorrow. Mr. Fulton, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. All right, so that's it. Drinking some Uncle Nearest. All right, without further ado, the first person I want to bring up is not the sort of special guest that JH was asking for on Discord. I just want to bring up, because I think he should come in last. He's like, I mean, there is no other person than this. But let's first bring up good friend Eric Desmarais. Eric, what's up, buddy?
Yo, what's going on, Todd?
It's been a while. How are you, man?
Oh man, I've been pretty good. Busy. Keeping busy, but
well, kids, work, it does it, right? No, Andy's just taking off. I'm pretty sure Andy's just watching the Winnipeg Jets game. I'm almost positive that's what he's doing. He's saying, it's because he's been and he has been traveling a lot, and he has to be with his family. I think he's probably going to sleep early and watching the Jets game. That's my guess. But he is traveling a lot. Anyway, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. I think with Andy being out, I think you have like a younger, better looking, not as grumpy version, That's
right. I agree with you. I picked my co-host very well. I tell you that. Hey, tonight I'm going to be doing the one other thing. I'm going to be reviewing this new barrel. I mean, every whiskey influencers, I guess they sent this to everybody. This barrel Mizunara finish cast strength. I'll review that for you guys. I've already tried it. I actually like it quite a much. Have you had anything Mizunara finished?
I haven't, unless
I don't think I have.
Vantage or whatever it was from them. Did that have that in there?
It did. Yes, it did. It did, but it had other things in it besides that. But yes.
So that would be the only one, I think.
And then this, thankfully to Derek H, who got me this Old Forester single barrel proof rye that has been eluded me for so many years. Do you have one of these?
I tried to get one, and the order got canceled.
God.
Yeah.
And I got it for $80 too, which I was super happy about because Derek's a good guy. Where are you finding this for $80 on shelves is beyond me, but I love it. So I'll review those two. Sample. If you guys want to do super chats, I'll give samples of each of those 2-ounce pours, and then I'm going to do. I've got them all poured out. A blind of the so the Still Lost and Bottle and Bond series has kind of come full circle, right? They've done all 4 of them. They'll do them every year. So I'm going to blind all 4 from last year and see what comes in. You don't have them, do you? I know you said something Still Lost and you had.
Oh, so I have so what I'm drinking right now is the what is it, like the red corn?
Yes. Yeah. Right.
So that's
one of them.
That's the only one that I have. So I started out with that as my pour, and then I did pour a blind of just some cast strength picks. So 3 of them. Including the 21090 pick in there.
Oh shit.
But also a Nancy pick. So I mean.
We got to come. There's no losers in that. I like. All right, so you're doing the blind. All right, I'm not gonna do this right this second. So just hold on that. Let's bring up our special guest, Eric. You know him, none other than the. I think were you part of this group? Possibly. I thought you were possibly part of this whole cohort. It's none other than the infamous, the legendary, the man who needs no introduction, but I'm giving one anyway. I should have an intro for him. Andy, you got to work on that. It's none other than man, the myth, the legend, Whiskey Pimp. Guys, here he is. Hold on. I need applause. What do I need? I need something. How about some music? That's the kind of music he needs right there.
Yeah. My 2 best customers on screen right now. How you boys doing?
That's pet music right there. All right. Enough of that. Whiskey Pimp, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. You take me away from my work, you know what I mean? But I'm doing good.
It's not easy. I know that. I know it. But I appreciate you joining us tonight and the whole attire. I want to know, is there any other outfits the Whiskey Pimp has, or is it always Raven Purple because it's Baltimore?
Well, the Whiskey Pimp doesn't have Amazon Prime.
No?
No, too busy with my ladies. So I just wear like the same outfit, multi-colors, but you get me every Tuesday. Tuesday's purple. Okay, so.
Okay, all right, gotcha. So you got a color for every day, and we just get you on Tuesdays. I understand.
That's completely. All you get.
There you go. All right. There you
go. A lot more elbow room there, Todd. Right, without that fat guy sitting next to you, right?
Oh, it's great. I can stretch out, so we can have fun.
Smells a little bit down there.
Smells good. I'm not cramped. I'm not worried about what I say. It doesn't matter. No one's watching anyway, so it's all good.
Nobody's going to break any glasses for you to clean up afterwards.
Yeah. That's the greatest thing. That night he got sloppy drunk and did that, he just left. He literally just left. He stumbled out the back door and left. And I had to. Anyway, none of that's going to happen unless it's me. Yes.
Todd, does Andy Andy seems to be giving a lot of money to charity lately.
He is?
Yeah, he keeps giving money to Destiny too, but I keep telling him spread this off around to the guys.
Oh, well, hey,
you know
that could be why he's tired tonight. That's all I'm saying. That could be it.
Probably got some itches down there.
He's got the itch. That's right. Link to Patreon. Mash and Metal. What are you talking about? Link on Patreon. It's not Mash and Metal. I will. If you want to come up, I can probably text it to you. How's that? I'm not putting it out everywhere because it's not gonna be a very long stream tonight. So that's all. I didn't want to, go roll along tonight, but we are. Carl, thank you for that super chat. Real quick. So that's what we'll do. I'll give away 2-ounce pours of all the Bottle and Bonds from Still Austin. This comes out May 1st. I've seen a bunch of people get that so far, so we're not the only ones. Don't worry. I think they send it to everybody who has the Whiskey Tube channel. Mizunor finish. And then also what I love, because I've never had one, this is like, it's great. The single barrel Old Forester barrel proof rye. So that's what happened. And Carl's the only one. You'll win them all. That doesn't really matter. I'm not going to push it that much. All right. So first off, I want to talk about the upcoming barrel picks. Whiskey Pimp. Which one? If you had to choose one of the three, maybe you don't. Maybe it's a little tough times, right? You don't have as much cash flow right now. Maybe the business isn't going well, and you can only pick one of the Still Austin Cash Strength Rye, the Corbin Cash 9-year Merced Rye, or the Corbin Cash 8-year Hazmat Bourbon. Which one would the Whiskey Pimp go for? I'm curious. We want to know.
I'm going with the rye, Todd. Yes.
Why is that, Whiskey Pimp?
It's like my women. I like them spicy and minty.
You know what
I'm saying?
No, I hear you, buddy. I
like them single barrels. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, but I get you.
I like a double barrel, single barrel.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good. It's almost like I set you up. So here's some information on that. So if we all saw, and you guys on Patreon, you saw, let's see if he's got it in here. He said he was going to do it, but I don't know if he did it or not. Let's see. Here it is. I'm going to show this. I believe that, yep, there is the final. Let me get rid of, Carl, thank you for that super chat. Let me get rid of that real quick.
That's not the final.
There's the final. That's not the final one?
No, you got to have socks on.
You're right. You didn't do it. Damn it. Oh, maybe this one's it. Hold on.
You got to put the socks on.
Nope, he still didn't do it. God dang it, Andy.
You need socks and headphones.
He was supposed to do one thing, and he doesn't do it. All right, there's another way to do this. We will get to it. Because, yeah, you're right, Joe. Let me pull up Patreon. It is on Patreon. He said, oh, yeah, I'll have it in there for you. No problem. I'll update it for you. Didn't do it. I mean, is he good for anything?
No, you got to cut the dead I cut my
it's in Patreon with the socks on, Todd.
I know. Well, I know that, but not everybody's a Patreon member. I want to see this. Maybe, I don't know. I just want to share because that is a very good. Let me pull it up. Yeah, he just texted me, not the final dum-dum. Who's the dum-dum? First of all, you're watching this. Why are you watching this? Second of all, you're the one who's supposed to put it in there. So you're the dum-dum. Even I still can't get away from him. He's still texting. He's watching. Why isn't he here? Why isn't he on?
There's a lot of pictures of Andy in the border there.
Yeah.
By the way, that was. You notice how I'm really small. By the way, my face. You can't really tell it's me. By the way, you would not even know that I'm part of this pick. Evidently,
you're small. Where? I just.
Let me show this. So let me see if I can share this. Whatever. Joe. We all have that problem, right? Maybe not. Maybe not the Whiskey Pimp. Where the hell is it? You tell. There we go. Come on. Play the damn thing. What's that? Why isn't this thing coming up? This is weird. All right. I don't know. I can't see the. Yeah, no kidding, right? It won't show. Oh, you know why? Because it's. Here we go. Can you guys see? Come on. That. No, you can't really see what that is. All right, so let me see if I can. What happens when I do that?
There you go.
You guys see that?
A little better.
There's some socks.
A little bit better. It's the best I can do because Andy didn't put it in there. Anyway, you're right. On the outside, we've got a lot of Andy. There's Beavis and Butthead, which is kind of funny. Christopher David, who helped with the pick, is in it. So is Christian from Still Austin. Barry Manilow, CJ Snare, Alf, the Maryland Flag, Paul Bart, Joe Flacco, of course. A lot of Andy. And there's also Tim Raine. So basically everything that Andy loves is in this thing. I'm just on this body. My head is very small, and I have socks on because I did once wear socks on the beach because my feet got burned. So anyway, that's the one. If you're a Patreon member, go check it out. I think this is a hilarious. I mean, Andy did a really good job. There is a lot of Andy, but I think it's pretty funny because it mimics what the original sort of was from High and Dry. Yes, so it's High and Rye is the bottle, and there's the original right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's what it looks like. So all right, I will get rid of that. So that will. Good news is that just bottled actually. I believe it was on Friday. So now we wait for Shared Pour to pick them up and ship them in the barrel up there. And so this is where I need you guys. If you're a Patreon member from Texas or Tennessee, I put out a link early, like maybe 2 weeks ago. The only way we can do this is if I have your address, because what's going to happen is if you're in Texas or Tennessee, you're going to say pick up at Shared Pour. Now, listen, I wish we could do this for everybody. We can't. We can only do it for where they can't send it to. They'll let us pick those up, and Andy and I will send them to you. We'll do a separate shipping charge. I'll probably just do $15 flat, no matter how many bottles you actually buy. So if it's 2, 3, or 1, it'll be $15.
Don't forget to remind them that all these boxes have to fit in your Prius.
That is true.
My ladies of the night say it's very tight in that Prius with you.
That's true. That is true. So go fill out if you're Texas or Tennessee and you're a Patreon member, please let me know your address. I want to have all that ready to go. So when you guys, it goes live, you order it, you put in the note, any Todd 290 will pick up my bottle, and you do pick up at Shared Pour. Don't do a delivery. They can't send it to you. I don't know why that is. Does anybody know why Shared Pour can't send to Texas and Tennessee? I'm curious. Is there a reason? What's the reasoning?
Tennessee has some of the tightest shipping laws that there are. Like, I don't think anybody in Tennessee can get a bottle of anything, even if it's like, I don't even think if you're ordering from Nashville Barrel Company that they can ship it to you, even though you live in the state. And then I don't know about Texas.
A lot of tight stuff in Tennessee.
Anyway, so that's how we're getting around it. So if I know Saucy, I know some of the people, I know your text, I know your addresses, but still put it in this because I want to have a spreadsheet so we have it for future picks. I don't have to find where your email address is. I can just go down the spreadsheet, look at it, boom, and easily send these out. Because if we grow and we have, I don't know, 10 to 20, 30 Patreon members in the States, it's going to get a bit much, so to speak. So I'm just trying to get ahead of that. That's all. Gandy, thank you for that. $5. I need all 3 picks. Nice. I appreciate that. That would be awesome. So that's still Austin. The question is, how long does it take for Shared Pour to pick up the pallet and have it delivered from Texas to DC? And then once we know that, pricing. So everybody's asking about pricing. I don't have a final pricing, but I know it won't. Listen, it's rye, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but not much is what we're told. We're talking dollars, not a lot. So I think the bourbon was $79. It's somewhere in that $80 range is where this will be. That's what it'll be.
$210.90.
What? $210.90. What's going to be that? No, it's not going to be that at all.
You didn't get the joke. You don't get the joke.
I didn't get it. Damn it, I didn't get it.
210.90.
Oh, yeah. We will never have a barrel pick that's $210. I can tell you that right now. There's no way.
If we did, you'd buy them all.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Hold on. Should I say that? Because I don't think we'd ever do a 4-gate. I don't know. It's to me, it's, I don't know. That's the other thing I want to ask you guys. What other, let's see. So we have those 3. And then this leads me to my next thing, and I will drink in a second, is the summer, I don't know what you call it. We're calling it the 21090 takeover. Hopefully everybody can come. If not, it'll be a very intimate then barrel pick at Old Line. So we're trying to make this somewhat local, but if you're traveling, great too. All of our Patreon members, Mark said they've done group picks before. They will allow us to go in there and kind of get a sense of what we want to have for the group. And then the group will have 4 or 5 or 6 barrels to actually sample from. And you guys will vote somehow on those ones, and we'll do a group pick that way. So that's all happening on June 15th, but we want to make it more than just that. They're going to have a fill your own bottle at 1 p.m. They're going to have fruit trucks. We're trying to get some other things like music and other things like a place afterwards to go to. We still don't have, so it's still up in the air, but we're doing the pick. It's a group pick. And we hope that if you're local, you certainly can come. I know it's Father's weekend, but hey, if you're a father, Saturday, Sunday is your day. Saturday could be your play day. I don't know. What do you think? Whiskey Pimp, what do you think about that?
Every day's Father's Day around me.
How about you, Eric? Possibility you can make it down?
Well, I need to know, does does Andy understand it's going to be a lot harder to pick what he wants and then convince everybody else to go with that than just convincing you?
That's why I love this, because he's not going to be able to do that with like 30 other people. That's the great thing about this. That's the great thing.
So I do plan on coming down, Todd. My buddy who's a patron is going to come down as well too, and we plan on going to the O's game at night because they play the Phillies. So we're going to make a whole thing out of it.
That's awesome, because Ryan and Brandon Enols are also doing the same, coming from Delaware. They're going to the game as well. They're going to the game too afterwards. So that might be a lot of people going to the game. Hell, maybe we'll go to the game, Whiskey Pimp. What do you think? I don't know. Maybe we'll do that.
Did your wife sign your permission slip yet, Todd?
Yes, she's already signed that off. Yes.
Nice. Everybody come to Light Street afterwards. We gotta,
All right. First pour of the night for me, guys, real quick. Let me know in the chat if I missed it. What you're drinking. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I've drank this already. There it is. Let me solo that real quick. So it's the barrel Mizunara, 6 years. But anyway, go ahead, Pimp. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, so the meetup is gonna we're gonna have a meetup after the O-line pick.
Yes, we're working.
That'd be like a bottle share.
So that could happen too. So there should be some
Todd's address in the thing here, so we all can make sure we get there on time.
But you have so much more room in your kitchen, Whiskey Pimp. I think we should really go back to your place. I mean, honestly, that's the perfect place to go. Yeah. All right, some things on this barrel. So I don't know. Everybody's saying barrel's going to go under, right? Is that true? Are we thinking barrel's going to like go out of business?
I must be out of the game because I've not heard that, but
I've heard they're having trouble, and I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I've heard whispers of Barrel having financial troubles, but whatever. They sent us this. Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to say that would be interesting since they're not distilling anything, like how you could overextend yourself that much. Like if you have barrels, you should be able to blend it, and then you should be able to sell it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid for thinking that way.
No, you should not send me pizza. Whoever just said that. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'll get to your chats in a second about the meetup. I just want to get this barrel. So this has 6, 7, 9-year-old MGP bourbon in it. It's got 8, 14-year-old Tennessee bourbon. I assume, is that Dickel?
I would assume so.
All right. And then 8-year Kentucky bourbon. The combined mash bill is 76% corn, 20% rye, 4% malted barley, and it's a year and a half in these Mizunara casks, which I don't know really much about. Does anybody know? Whiskey Pimp, can you even say Mizunara? I can hardly say it.
Mizunara, she works up on Pratt Street.
Oh,
I got her on the corner right now. It's 2 for $20.
Oh, no. I don't know if I want to finish this then. Oh, that's how it's finished, huh? Okay. Well, that's a different kind of thing. Eric, do you know what Mizunara does? I know it's like a wood. It's a type of wood, a Japanese wood, I think. So whatever. Let's get into it.
Yeah, just enjoy the Japanese wood, Todd, and you tell us the characteristics. All right.
$84.99 is the MSRP on that. Do you think that's too high for this? $84.99 for a finished whiskey that's, I guess it's 6 year, but it has higher age state. That's the lowest age statement. I don't know what percentage it is.
I've heard those barrels are pretty expensive, so that actually sounds reasonable to me.
And it's 116.42 proof, so it's cask strength.
Yeah, I mean that sounds fair to me, but
like lemon and vanilla honey. It's big time with it. Oh, it's sweet. It's a really sweet.
Than that Still Austin pick from Todd.
84.99. That's probably right where I want it's going to be. Hopefully, like a sugar cookie on the. It's a really sweet nose. So if you don't like sweet finished bourbons, you're not going to probably want it's a really nice nose on the palate.
Anthony Peters says it adds a little oak and some nuttiness. That's what she does.
Is that Mizunara or is that what actually?
Both. He's been there. He's had them both.
Wow. All right, this is my first pour of the night, so hold on. Mizunara does. Okay, so he's all right. Oak and some nuttiness. So I'm not getting any nuttiness on this. I'm getting more like a lemon and honey. Like vanilla cream mid palate. It's really viscous. It's super chewy, which is I like a lot. And then there's a peppery like rye finish, and it's a really long finish for a sort of a sweeter up front. So it's that sweet up front mid palate, and then finishes with all the spice. Rye spice comes through. You get a pepperiness, and it's a really long finish. And then it lasts for a while. Go ahead. Like who? Like who? Not me.
You made me a lot of money, Todd.
Listen, I'm telling you.
I'm glad you don't pay by the minute, man.
Here's my problem. I haven't picked up a barrel bottle in a while. I mean, Eric, when's the last time you, or Joe, you too, when's the last time you've actually bought a barrel bottle on the shelf?
Oh, about 4 or 5 months ago, they came out with that barrel 5-year. Was it 5-year?
The Foundation?
Yeah.
The 100 proof? All right.
Yeah.
That was $55. Eric,
Yeah.
have you bought anything since then or anything else? Maybe you do.
I would have to say about like probably about 2 years, and it might even be longer than that for like a regular release.
So why is that? Why do you guys both like pass up on barrel? Price just doesn't excite you? What? All the batches that they put out? I haven't either. I'm the same way. I kind of just pass them up.
Yeah, I guess with all of the batches, I don't know. It's always like it's readily available. That's probably the wrong thing to say. It's always there. I mean, stuff I've had from them has been good, so it's not a knock on anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Anytime any brand, even though no matter how much I like it, when you start putting out a ton of stuff, and then I have to start thinking about, well, what is the good batch that I'm going to spend my money on? Then I tend to just forget about it and move on to something else. I don't know.
I mean, there's Anthony saying the Mizunara often has, and that's what I got. I get that the sugar cookie for sure. Nuttiest not so much, but for sure and it goes really well with the spiciness of the 20% rye that's in here, and also just the pepperiness on the finish. So I kind of like it when those bourbons are sort of sweet up front, mid palate, and then finish spicy, and that's what this does. It's certainly a nice viscous finished bourbon. So if you like sweeter and spicy finished bourbons, I'd say this is a buy at $84. And if you like barrel for sure, you're not going to be at all, I think, disappointed with this. So I think it's out beginning of May. So there you go.
Maybe you can trade in Andy for this real Anthony Peters who knows more than Andy right there.
He's local too. So, he's going to hopefully be at the takeover. We kick Andy out, put in Anthony. It's AA. It works perfectly. I think it's perfect.
Bye, Andy.
Perfect.
Yeah. Can you read Christopher S.'s comment? I think I want you to answer that.
Okay, there we go. What is he saying? How can something be Japanese and Asian? If it's Japanese, isn't it by definition Asian? Did I say that?
Can you answer that, Todd?
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't. Who asked that? Where did that even come from? I don't even know.
Christopher Sneed.
He better be there on June 15th. I know you work for Sagamore, but it doesn't matter. You're off on Saturdays. And it's old line, so whatever.
He's around on Saturdays. I've seen him.
There you go. Batch 35 and Rye 04 were the last two bottles. Wow. I don't know how long ago that. What batch number are they on now? I have no idea. See, that's the thing. I don't know either. How many batches come out a year for barrel, the regular batches? This is the first of the Mizunara cast finish series. So whatever. I think it's good. I think if you see it and you sort of like barrel and you like finished whiskeys, depends if you want to spend $85. Yeah, that's up to you. I mean, nowadays everything's costing money, but yeah, I mean, put it this way: if I didn't drink this and I saw this on the shelves, I wouldn't have bought it. That's completely being honest. I would have walked right by it. I would have saw the price, and that's my worry. Is I think a lot of people are going to do that. I think a lot of people are going to walk by it and be like, eh. I mean. But now that I've had it, I'm glad I have it, and it's very, very good. But the question is, I think you try before you buy because it's $85. But I still think it's Mizunara finished, and evidently it's not cheap, and it does have some higher age-dated whiskey. It's cask strength. I mean, is that bad of a price? I don't think it actually is when you think of all the things in it. So, all right, there's that. I did that. Good to go. All right, what are you guys sipping on? We'll move on to the next thing, and then I really want to get into what is it I really want to get into? Is the Still Austin. So let me get through a couple other things. Is there anything else I'm going to talk about the channel? Nah, who knows about that? No. Does anybody have any questions about the takeover on June 15th? We will have registration. So one of the things we're going to do is have registration. I at least want to know how many people are coming, and you can bring significant others. They just won't be able to do, and there's no cost. There's no cost to come. We're going to try to do some fun things. What?
There's always a cost. But keep going.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. I guess if you want to buy things there, we're not selling anything.
Get the joke. Keep going.
There's always cost. So, yes. The only thing is if you want to be part of actually picking the actual single barrel, And I think this might be the first old line single barrel that will go outside of the state of Maryland. I don't think there's been, and Mark said he's not done a single barrel pick outside of like local, just like liquor stores. So this is kind of cool. We'll be the first to get this out to like, California or wherever, people that might want to try what I think is some of the best American single malt out there. I mean, Chris and Joe, you might have other ones that you love, but I think Old Line for single malts. I mean, damn. Would you want to do a finished or a regular single malt? That's should it be a combination? What should we look at?
That's what I was going to say. I'd like to see a combination because I've definitely enjoyed some of their finished stuff, and then I've had non-finished stuff that I drank that I thought was amazing, and I was like, "What's that finished in?" And they're like, "No, nothing." So I don't know. I'd like a little bit of a mix. I think maybe I think 3 finishes and like 2 unfinished, and nobody knows what is what, and then just pick the best.
Oh, so you think no one should know anything about them? Ah.
Wouldn't you? I mean, I don't know. Everybody's pick experience is different, but typically on the ones that I've gone to of the barrels that we're picking, it's just you're drinking it blind and then you're getting information on it afterwards.
So, I mean, that's probably the best way to do it. When we had Jonathan Mazziano from K-Luke, that's why he says he doesn't put the age statements. When he does his blinds, he doesn't necessarily look at what's going into them. He has to because he's blending them, but he specifically doesn't want to look at age statements because that biases people, right? So, but its finishes, I don't know. I mean, if you see a sherry or a port or a stout finish or whatever they have some crazy finishes at Old Line. I don't know. I mean, we could do it that way. We could certainly make it blind and then at the end say, okay, these are what they are. You're right. Only thing that information does, it just biases what you like, right? So if you think you like something, you're going to be more inclined to vote for that. So that's actually a pretty good idea to blind everything and let people just go on their palate and nose and vote on that way. All right.
Why is everybody tasting it when you know Andy's going to pick it anyway?
Listen, there's power in numbers, right? So listen, I'm going to be tabulating the results. He can't go against the will of people. And I'm half of the channel anyway, Jesus Christ. Come on. The hell?
Yeah, but you haven't picked half of the bottles. He has.
God damn it, Joe. Yes, he's gone.
He channeled right through me. He channeled right through me right there.
God, he did.
I feel the devil. I fought the devil. Okay, we're back.
Stop saying significant others. Oh, sorry. What did I? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're saying they're not allowed to come. Just don't say that. Okay. Fine. Nobody.
Don't worry, I'll have plenty of ladies there for you guys.
Richie Z agreed. I bought them because I only had one bottle of barrel in the past. I didn't have much experience with them. So what did Corey's? Yeah. See, not many people are going for barrel anymore. Maybe that's why they're not having some trouble. I don't know. I've read some things saying that they're liquidating things. So that's never good. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Can I give you my opinion why people aren't buying them?
Go ahead.
The label's boring. It's boring. It's not Still Austin. It's not hand-painted stuff.
You know what also is? The bottle's kind of boring too. Like the bottle design. That's not true.
It looks like a 45-year-old woman. It's just round.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Not my ladies. Not my ladies, guys.
Here's Andy. Andy's here. So, Andy, if you're on chat watching this, why are you not even here? This is what I don't get. He lives.
Why are you responding? Silence him.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
God damn it.
Muted.
I got to figure out a way to get rid of it. I'm going to put this user in timeout. There we go. Boom. I just put him in timeout. Andy, go back in timeout like you should be. All right. Barrel is a tale of two islands. Bourbon rum listen, this is really good. I've never had anything with barrel I didn't like. That's the other thing too. All right. Let's get into something I really like. Let me watch this glass. Joe, if you want to Whiskey Pimp, if you want to pour a little Old Forester single barrel rye. And let me ask you guys this while I go rinse this glass out. Are you guys seeing more of these around Maryland or PA? I mean, yes, right? It seems like there was a bunch that just dropped. That's how I got this one.
Yeah, I've never seen them around. And all of a sudden my store said they got one. And I was like, I'm there. And it's great. I mean, I hope these drop more.
I mean, one, but the guy that I got, Derek H., he went to a store that had multiples. In fact, he bought 2 and got me 1.
Yeah, I wish we had multiples in my store. We didn't. But I hope it turns out to be like that Jack Daniel's barrel proof rye where they're coming out all over the place. Now that's just sitting on the store shelves in Maryland. You can find it everywhere.
So, Eric, have you ever you've tasted them before, right? Or
no, not that I can remember.
Dang, Eric. Just package your package. I ought to put a sample in there.
All right. So Here we go. I'll show you guys my bottle that Derek H. I don't know if he's here or not, but thank you, Derek, amazing Patreon member. Oh, come on, focus, you piece of crap. No, it's not going to because it sucks. Don't focus. There we go. There we go. So 128.6 Warehouse K floor 2. Have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know if that's good or bad. No clue. No clue if Warehouse K is good at Old Forester and if floor 2 is good. But I know I've tasted it, and it's so listen, here's the thing. I've heard such great things about this bottle, Joe. I saw you open one up and say it was great. Christopher David. I mean, Joe, I've never heard anyone say that they're not great. So the question is, at $80, yeah, it's great. But what some people pay for this is what's crazy. I mean, you see this a lot of times for $200-$300. That's the problem. That's the problem.
No, I'm taking a Michter single barrel rye all the time over this one, but this is good.
Do you get any banana flavor or anything of that? Like I get like a bananas Foster's in mine. Like I get that brown form. Maybe it's my body, but I swear to you, I get like really ripe bananas with like cinnamon and caramel. It's a really sweet rye. I know Old Forester is sort of kind of that way, but to me, this is like a really sweet rye, and there is some baking spice and rye spice at the end, but it's a sweeter. I think it's more of a bourbon drinker's rye. I think. What do you?
Todd, are you confusing it for the bananas Foster? Are you confusing it for creme brulee or?
You know, because that would be more vanilla custard. This is actually like really ripe bananas, you know, and like that caramel and like there's some burnt sugars, and I think it's a really rich and sweet bourbon. Bourbon.
I get menthol and dirty sheets, and a little bit of fentanyl, just a little bit.
Okay, didn't expect that. Anybody else out there who's got a single barrel of the? It's so good. It's so good. I mean, $80. It's 100% a buy. I would probably pay. I mean, I don't think I pay double it, but I've bought things double the price of that have not been as good as that.
If Sealbox got it on for $199, you buy it.
I probably would. I probably would. Who was texting me? Somebody just said I'm racist. Somebody just texted me that I'm racist. I don't know what I said. I don't know what's going on. What did I say? I don't know. I'm not racist. Go ahead.
Yeah, keep this guy on the channel. He should come on and take
He's Andy's a Patreon member. Anthony is a yeah.
I know he's got a suit and tie on, gorgeous hair. I mean,
way better than me. So Mark has never seen a green. So here's the thing: I've seen it once, but it was like $300.
Yeah,
you know, I've always seen it like in the case and too much money, and so I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Derek got. So Joe, did you pay like really, really high for yours, or at least is that no? That's good. So there you go.
10% off coupon.
Oh man, Whiskey Pimp has coupons. Nothing wrong with that,
baby.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who's texting me. By the way, I'm looking at my watch. And it's a bunch of people on it. So there you go.
Andy, gotta be better looking at Andy. Gotta be better looking at Andy.
K is the one you want. Okay, K is the one you want. I have 3. All right, so there you go. K is the one you want. Sorry, Joe, you have I, or what do you have? I don't know. What do you have?
Eric, you need to contact Marty there. I have Warehouse I, floor 3.
Let me see. Let me put you up there. All right, 4-3. So, Marty? Why is K the one that you want to have? What's about that Rick House? I'm curious. So Old Far. So Richie Z says, "Oh, sorry, Joe. I mean, you are beautiful there, buddy. Man, I tell you what, you're gonna get probably some referrals from tonight being on the show. I'm sure. Anyway, Old Forester Barrel Proof Rye and Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Ryes are fantastic ryes for bourbon drink. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. The Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye can be, I think, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, actually, you're right about that. I think you're right about that. They're both sweet. Yeah, there you go. Old Forester, Jack Daniel's started releasing the barrel. Yeah, okay, so that's true. Yeah, all right, that may be true, but it doesn't still mean I don't like both of them. So, I mean, that's a good point. Maybe I should do a comparison there with these two. This is the single barrel rye, and this is one of the lower proof ryes at 126.5. Jesus, it's almost the same.
That's got to be a short, Todd. Write it down.
Yeah, it is going to be short. Here it is. Boom. Thank you. That is going to be.
Don't give away content. Don't give away content.
Right. You can only buy one, and I'm going to do that. Yeah, you'll see that. There it is. There it is. All right. Let's see. What else does the chat have? You should blind Old Forester Rye. Okay, I will do that. Not tonight, but I'll do that. So I'll see. There you go. We just talked about that. See, look, we're going to do that. We're definitely do that. My mugshot is better.
You should do that along with your Still Austin Rye pick when they all come.
I think we'll certainly be able to know which one the Still Austin Rye is for sure.
I don't know.
For sure.
I haven't had it, so I have no idea.
Damn, that's good. Gandy says the Old Forester single barrel proof rye that I owned was not as good as the Jack Daniels barrel proof rye. I ended up giving my bottle to my neighbor. What? Wow. Well, yeah, he deserves it for cutting down a wasp nest. Those things are nasty. God, good Lord. At least you gave him a good bottle. Mike,
I would have gone out there and thrown a rock at that thing just to get that bottle, you know?
Please somebody tape that when Eric goes to knock down that wasp nest, because that would be gold content right there, because inevitably it would fall and come after you. The whiskey pimp coupon: buy one, we choose; buy two, you choose. There's your coupon. Good shirt, kid.
You think a wasp nest is bad? Try a crab's nest.
Oh man, hey, no, that shit'll come home with you. I am always fry on the whatever the AOLCC liquor search, and Oregon, you're controlled, I guess. Sell stupid fast. A few times a year it shows up. Yeah, well, at least you have a chance. We never see it here anyway. Andy, God, this is dull. Thank God. You know what we do with people like that? This guy. Here's the funny thing. You guys, this is what Andy thinks of you. He's sitting there watching the chat from his home. I guarantee you he is watching the Winnipeg Jets game that just started at 9:30. He didn't want to be bothered with you. So he decided not to show up, but he's going to comment, and we're going to put him in timeout again. Thank God. Jesus. Wasp, did I put him in timeout? Or I might have put somebody else in timeout. I'm sorry. I put you in timeout.
Marty, stop educating people here. Let's get back to the bad jokes, okay? Bad jokes only.
Bad jokes. Yes, guys. We'd love to have more Patreon members. We're growing. We're up to 119 paid Patrons, 163 free. We have a lot of free members. Unfortunately, free members will not be able to get the barrel pick. It's only for paid members. So free members, great. I don't know what you get besides following us, but you're not getting access to a barrel picks. Only our paid members get that. So we'd love to have you there. The more we get, the more we can do. We'll never do a lot. Here's my question to you guys. This is the last thing I want to talk about before I get to Still Austin blind. So we've done the Still Austin Bourbon. We have the rye coming in the next couple of weeks. We've got 2 Corbin Cash in the books. We'll be doing an old line group pick with you guys at the meetup on June 15th. What else? What would you like to see us go? I mean, we're the ones who don't usually do this, because I think we have to believe. Like we also did the hard truth, and that was a lesson learned, that we were brought in. We weren't. Listen, I didn't know much. I'd never even had a hard truth before. So it's very good, but we didn't sell it. We weren't behind it. And I think you guys saw that, and it didn't sell. And it wasn't because of us, but it didn't sell. So my question to you is, we usually will go for brands and bottles that we believe in and we have a relationship with, and it just works, right? So you can see there's a reason why Corbin Cash, we got what we did, because they came on. David liked us. Anyone out there. Same with Still Austin. I thought we had a great conversation with the guy from Dancing Goat. I'd love to do something with Dancing Goat, because I think they're really awesome at what they're doing. But what do you guys like? What do you guys want? If you had your druthers, what would you guys want us to go after? And we'll take into consideration. I mean, Eric, if you had your blue sky, where would you like to do? I mean, you've done a lot of single barrels. So what's one you haven't done that you would like to go after?
Well, I think something that we talked about with Dancing Goat was the ability, if you would be able to do like a blend with them, because I know they've been. So I don't know, how confident you and Andy are in your blending skills, but I think that that could be an interesting route.
You would need to have skills to be confident. I've never. I don't blend. I'm not. Listen, I've never done it. So yeah. I'm not going to try to do something like that and say, hey, this is a great blend that me and Andy did. We don't blend. I don't blend whiskey. I drink whiskey. That's what I do. I drink whiskey.
Maybe if they had something that was interesting, I don't know. Maybe as far as like a finish or something, then that would be cool.
They have a ton of great finishes. But my point is, I don't want to discount the blending thing, because I think one of the things we would probably do when we go to, like, Jay West from Shared Pour is very close there. He actually got us that interview, and anything we do with Dante Goat, Jay's going to be involved with. He wants to, like, get us something really nice. So Jay will be with us. So maybe something's on the table where we can tap into his. I don't know. I'm not saying no to blending. I'm just saying I don't have NBC. Everybody's saying NBC. Now I agree with you on that. I love NBC picks. I know that we just had some that came through the community with Dusty Dan that sold out very quickly. Eric, you were on that pick. So, I don't want to go back to that well right away. A lot of the people that are patrons of ours are also patrons of Dan's, and I don't think I want to go right back. But your point, I don't know. Everybody seemed to love that pick, and Eric, you seem to love that experience, right?
Yeah, it was a great experience, and I think we walked away with some amazing whiskey, and I like what they're doing out there. We got to try a lot of different picks, and I think it's one of those things where you have to be there in person and find that one barrel, because it should definitely be in there. But everything that they're doing is for the most part pretty solid.
All right, Whiskey Pimp, what do you got? What's that?
I think you need to do a cross collaboration. You guys are a metalhead channel, so why aren't you calling up Blackened, trying to get them talk about the music? Why aren't you calling up?
Good point.
What's the other one? What's the Heaven's Door?
Heaven's Door, three chord. But we have zero relation. So again, though, maybe it's us.
You gotta build the relationships. I have hardly any relationships with the ladies of the night. I build them up, and they make me money, right? No, if you call Black and you're like, hey,
No, I got to be careful with the rye picks. Most Jason C said Patreon. I don't care what I like rye, so I don't care. I hate to say it, I love Jason, but I don't care what he says about patrons preferring bourbon over. I love rye whiskey, and I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to not do rye picks, Jonathan, just because. Screw that. We're doing a single malt pick.
Andy's going to do any pick he wants to. Let Todd know what he's taking.
It's not that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's no way. I love rye whiskey, and I'm not going to not go do a rye pick just because, I don't know. Jason C says that's bullcrap, because Jason sold a ton of rye. Maybe it doesn't sell as good. I get that, but I don't care. We're not going to do all rye whiskeys, but I love rye whiskey, so we're going to do rye whiskeys. We're doing a single malt, for Christ's sake, that Jason says they'll never probably do because they didn't sell. Well, we're going after it. So I don't know. I think it is how you also. I think we have the ability, because we're small, to really buy in. We're doing a group pick. We're having hopefully a bunch of people come to actually buy into it as well and be a part of it. So I think that's smart. You're there. You're going to be invested in it. Hopefully that means you'll buy a bottle and be wanting it as well as, it won't be just us saying it's great. You'll actually taste it as well. So we're doing that with the single malt. I know single malts aren't easy to sell, but damn, they do really good stuff. And I wasn't a single malt drinker until Andy actually shared me 2 years ago with what they were doing. And so I don't know.
So I think kind of the difference between what you guys do and maybe some of the other pick groups out there is that because you aren't doing a ton each year, and you are behind like the brands, there is a little bit more involvement than just, hey, they said they'd give us a pick, so we went out and did it.
Correct.
Is that you're bought into the brand, you're finding something special from them that you guys like, and I think that you have a pretty like authentic community that gets behind that, and it's not like, oh, it's just another barrel that we're saying it's great because we need to sell it. You're like, it's not.
Couldn't say it better. That's exactly what we're trying. That's exactly right, Eric. That's why I think Hard Truth failed a little bit for us, because we weren't behind it. We got brought in. It's very, very good, but we weren't. Listen, that's the first Hard Truth I'd ever tried. It's like it wasn't authentic. We weren't. I liked it. I loved it. It's very good. I drank 2 bottles of it, but we didn't sell it like we will every other barrel pick. And so that's why I worry about also collaborations, because I don't want that to happen again. I don't want to be brought into something where maybe, and that was on us. We accepted it. We shouldn't have, but that's on us. And listen, I'm still standing on it. What?
You get disrespected by your ugly half in the chat.
What is he saying?
It's ridiculous.
Where is he? I haven't seen it. My other half, where is he?
He's up there.
Oh, Todd, you're also not going to go pick a rye whiskey. I'll take care of it. Listen, I can't talk about that. That is true, because you know why? Listen, I'll give Andy that. He has the ability to travel where I don't as much. He travels for work a lot, And so listen, I get on Andy a lot about it, but him doing that has gotten us the Still Austin picks. Him doing that has gotten us these Corbin Cash. So we're a team. And so he's done that perfectly. So I will give him all the props for that, because I think those Corbin Cash picks are going to be some of the best that any group will do this year. And I think the Still Austin Rye is so unique that no one has ever had it. That's a great thing. I love that. I mean, we're beating sealbacks to the point with that. So I think that's even better. Like nobody else outside of Texas had a single barrel rye. They had 20 this year that are going out. We got one.
Are you telling me there's not a lot of men in other states that need a proctology exam located anywhere near these picks? Distilleries? I mean, how great is that? You walk into the distillery, you're like, hey, I'll give you a proctology exam. Let me go replace it.
Wrong field. It's urology, but not okay.
The same thing. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
So, LLGY.
I love that Anthony joined Hard Truth. That's great. I appreciate that, Anthony. I appreciate you doing that. And yeah, so there. Listen, I stand by the bottle. Very good. The problem was, I think you all saw we weren't behind them. We didn't know them. I'd never had Hard Truth, and we were brought into the pick. And I think it's very good. I wish it would have sold better, sure, but it is what it is. I mean,
There's usually a little bit more build up to you guys picking it, and then there's a little bit more build up to when it's released. And I think that was probably part of it. And I don't know. I wouldn't shy away from wanting to collaborate, but with other people. But I would say, in the future, if you're going to collaborate,
correct.
Let it be something that you're, really excited about, not.
So I could see us and Dan clash for sure. I mean, Dan lives like literally 2 miles from us. So the problem is, again, a lot of our patrons, it doesn't matter. We can still do it. Our patrons are pretty much the same, right? So maybe some that are different, but that's okay. So I could see, Dan is a friend, like a personal friend of ours. So I could certainly see us doing that for sure. For sure. Yes, the Corbin Cash are effing money. Look, and he even sweared, and it's not even 10 o'clock yet. Holy crap. Of course he did. All right, I'm ready.
It's hitting right now for Andy.
All right, I'm going to start doing my blind of the Still Austin single barrel rice. I'm curious in the chat, has anybody out there had all four of them? No, you haven't had all four? No. All right. The only person I know that and I don't even see him here, is Mr. Great Shot, or maybe Sean, possibly, but I don't even know if Sean has all four. I'm curious, has anybody had all four? Maybe not. All right. So, and then Eric, what are you doing? You're doing a blind of cash strength still.
Yeah, I have 3 of them. So I have your pick in there. I have Barrels for Hope, and I have a Nancy pick in there.
Oh God, no, we can't come in. We'll probably come in last. That's okay. Barrels for Hope was good too. I agree. Andy got that. That was a very good pick. So it's all good. That's all good whiskey right there. Yeah, let's collaborate. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, listen, we certainly will. The other thing is, we only have 119 patrons. We want to be able to make sure we only do a few a year. We're never going to do, we're doing more than I think we thought we were doing now anyway. We weren't really going to do 2 Corbin Cash, but he offered us this hazmat bourbon, and you're not going to say no to that. It was amazing. So hopefully we can sell it. I don't know. I mean, there will be a point where we can only do so many, right? I don't want to there's so many picks out there that we're not looking for, oh, what's the next one? Let's do another one. We want to do like 4 a year. We're already at 4. So I don't know. I don't know.
Get in here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last pick of the year.
No, I'm not saying that at all, but we're not going to do a lot more than that. I'm being honest.
You told me only 4 before in a year, and you end up 4 in a week. I know what you're saying.
Right, exactly. So yeah, we've already gone past that. I don't know. I don't know.
I think people are going to be excited about the Corbin Cash, though. Like, I think that's something that they would be excited about, both bottles. And I don't know, at least I am.
I still want to see what the pricing's going to be. I don't know what we haven't got the prices on the Still Austin rye, which he did tell us it shouldn't be much, it'll be more because it's rye, but it won't be like super much more. So that's good to know. But I have no idea what these ryes from Corbin Cash are going to be. We haven't gotten anything from them yet. So, I mean, a Corbin Cash, they're going for like what, $99, I think. I don't even know. What was the Imagine Journeys single barrel Corbin Cash? What was that? Do you remember what that was? Anybody in the chat have the, just for a reference, I know they had one. I didn't get it. And I know it was a short barrel. Was that a 7-year rye? I mean, this is a 9-year rye and an 8-year bourbon hazmat. So I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
$90.
All right, so
shipping. My lady's gonna have to work a lot.
Oh God, Todd, Hard Truth, right? So good, people. I know, I agree. It's the same thing with. See, here's the thing. I think if we would have had Hard Truth on, and really got to know them, and Andy would have went out there, yeah, we would have. Did you go to Hard Truth? No, you weren't on that, Eric. Dan just went out his backbone pick. He was like saying how amazing all the people that went there said how amazing that experience was. So if we would have done the normal thing we do, I think we would have certainly gotten behind it and it would have sold better. But it's just one of those things where you live and learn, I guess. Maybe I'll collaborate with Todd on an upcoming pick. That's very funny. That's very.
From what I heard, Andy, he picked the Soft Truth.
Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. All right, Corey, thank you, brother. Hard Truth is Sleeper and fantastic. Yes, there you go. All right, so Carl said he paid $100 a piece for the Corbin Cash and Bad Axe bourbon pick, but it was a liquor store. All right, that's probably. I mean, I think his was a 7 years. Well, I hope it won't be. I don't know. It's going to probably be. I mean, it's a 9 year, so I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. We'll get the price. Yeah, does that mean it's more expensive?
Probably.
I don't know. Probably. So,
9 times 2, 180. That's what it's going to cost.
So yeah, that's a worry of mine, but we'll see. JH said 79 for what? JH, that was the Corbin Cash was 79? I find that hard to believe from Mash and Journey. I find that hard to believe.
69.
But maybe it was. I don't know. I don't care. I'm buying two. I like that. I do care. We want to make it so that people get this. I don't want to. With shipping is one. Oh, so see, he got it. With shipping was $150. Wow, shipping is another thing. God, that's so expensive. It gets me. So I can ship bottles on Pirate Ship, UPS. Usually, the farthest place across the country. When I sent it to Corey, it cost me like $19 to ship him a bottle, and that's across the country. I can sometimes do it for like $8, and they're charging like $23. It's ridiculous. It sucks.
Andy said he finds shipping cheaper than you.
It depends on the distributor. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it might be. It might be. This was, I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna keep them hopefully as cheap as possible. So there you go. Anyway, all right, let's get into this blind. All right, Eric, are you starting? I'm starting.
Nobody started.
All right, I'm gonna start. I'll go with A.
I'm slow, so
good. All right, there you go.
We all know it. We know, Eric. We know.
Oh my gosh, this smells good. Jesus,
Eric, did you move or something? Where's the dungeon? Where's all the rock wall behind you?
It's just to the right of me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
How's the big iguana doing?
Yeah, the Lazard is over there, so yeah, that's why I kind of just turned this way. His tank's taking up a lot of room over there, so.
So you take care of it now, right?
Oh yeah, I've always taken care of it. I knew that was.
Yeah. Okay. All right, there you go.
For his 5th birthday, you know what you're getting into. I just didn't realize with the lizard, I thought maybe it would live a couple years. It would get a little bit bigger than when you see it at the pet store type thing. Not that, they get to be like 2 feet long and live for 15 years if you take care of them right. So,
Yeah.
He'll be going to college with that thing and feeding it beer probably,
You need to get that thing to sit on your shoulder, Eric, doing it live, and then you feed it some mice and then you drink while you feed it. I'm tuning in for that one. I'm watching that.
All right, real quick, Dusty Dan, would you want to do it? So I think I just did a video on Knob Creek Rise. Their single barrels are, I think, some of the best value out there. Yeah, I love Knob Creek. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, though. So I don't know. I mean, we'd have to ask both of our patrons whether they'd be in on that.
Todd's definitely in for dipping his knob in a creek.
That's true. I do like Knob Creek. I love Rise better, but I don't want to do too many. Listen, I'm not just going to do Rise. So, I mean, their Knob Creek bourbons are great, too. And they're usually very priced. They're priced well. So, yes. I mean, I'd rather do it. Go ahead.
I would be interested in a Knob Creek bourbon because I feel like it's one of those things where even though there's a ton of them out there, I can't remember like anybody in the community that's done one like recently. Like,
yeah, I don't. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, when's the last time you bought a Knob Creek single barrel bourbon pick?
I bought one this year. I bought one for my buddy for his birthday, and then I keep a couple of them on hand, so I probably have like 4 of them. Like,
yeah. All right. Hey, listen, Dan, we'll talk. I mean, if people want to do it, we just did a 10-year KC pick. Wow. Yeah. I mean,
how about Bardstown? Can you get a Bardstown single barrel?
I would love to do a Bardstown. I mean, listen, I do know the one person at Bardstown, but I don't have. Dan has way more contacts than we do. So I'd love to do a Bardstown. I love to do I love all those things, but it is what it is. We'll see.
I'd love to get a Bardstown single barrel pick.
We could try it. I'd love to do that too.
I love that. And a Maker's Mark P90X for Christ's sake.
I think that alone, that name and logo would be, I think, pretty. I mean, that's got to happen.
That's selling you with the string thing on, and I'm buying multiple of those.
Yep.
Giving them to my ladies.
Man, I don't think that's. Which one is that? Is that? I don't think that's the rye. There is some rye spice in that. It's sweet up front. There's like, Yeah, all right. Let's go on to B. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing the. I should put these out, right? I don't know what order it is in. Still Austin, Bottle and Bond, lines. And so these will be coming out every year, the same rotation, just I guess different vintages. I guess. Eric, do you know anything about? I mean, they're not changing what they're doing every quarter. I think these are going to be it. At least for the time being, the red corn, the blue corn, the straight rye, and then the high rye bourbon is what's going to be. I think every spring, fall, summer, and winter. So we'll see how they change from year to year, I guess. So the next one I think will be the red corn. The red corn is the first one that came out in the summer, I think. Yeah, it's summer of 23. So that was the first one. That'll be the next one. Oh, this is the rye. This is definitely the rye. Yeah, that's the rye. That is 100% the Still Austin Bottle on rye. Lemon, mint. Yeah, it's like a lemon custard and mint. It's so good. Oh my God, that's good. At 100 proof. That's so good.
Corvette Trey, which one did you get? Which Survey series?
Oh, sorry.
The 11 is money.
It is money. It's still like what is right now for like, but it's like 145, and it's like
I know.
It's really good, and it's worth. I mean, it's worth it. I've had way worse than that, but it's like $145.
I get it for 120 something, 130. Whitey's
with the coupon.
Yeah, no.
Nah, you don't owe me anything. See, you're great, buddy.
Coupon on. Coupon gives me 10% off. Maryland state tax 9%. So I'm basically just saving tax because the pimp's not paying taxes. Okay.
Corey, I love either one. I have one that I have. I think the bourbons drink a little hot, the Old Foresters, but then once they open up, they're much better. But yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'll never like if it's a good price, Corey. I will always. I like Old Forester single barrel proofs, whether it's a rye or bourbons.
Corey, I don't care what Todd said about you before this stream. I would love to be your friend. I appreciate you on this stream.
Look at the pimp. He's always working. Making connections. All right, I'm going to go into C. I'm pretty sure. I don't think B is definitely the rye. It's got to be. So let's see what C is.
JG, sounds like you got a drinking problem.
Oh God.
We all do. It's Tuesday. I'm dressed up like a clown drinking on the internet. Good shit. Professional.
Am I missing something? What did I say? Oh, Discovery 8. What's the first Discovery you bought? Do you remember what the first Discovery you bought was?
I think I got 3.
Do you really?
Yeah, I might.
What was the one everybody went crazy for? Was it 4? Like that was like the
4.
one. I gotta go one that blew up everywhere. Yeah.
I don't know. It might be 4 or 5.
4 was the one that everybody loved. 5 is when they started putting Dickel in it, and that got not a lot of fanfare. Yeah, and then
got it.
I hear you.
What's up, Jacob? Good to see you. Granted, this was 05. What did Jake? I have a bottle of 12. He says I have a 12 store pick. 12 store pick KC, all bourbons. All the bourbons are gone. My 4 ryes are half bottle. I love it. Yeah, I mean, Dan, we'll talk. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. When do you want to do that pick? It have to be in the fall.
Yeah, when you and Andy are doing that pick, you promise not to say anything, so that way when you bring it back, Todd can taste it.
I will say.
I think Todd is the only whiskey channel on YouTube right now who's been in the game for like years, and they've never been to fucking Kentucky. I'm dumbfounded.
So I will say this. I think that will end this summer. So take it. No, I actually it is. We've got plans already to go to Kentucky.
Oh yeah, spill the beans. Come on, buddy, spill it.
I can't.
Andy's not here. Yes, you can.
I can't.
He's not listening.
I don't know all the particulars about it, to tell you the truth.
When are we going, bro? When are we going? Thank you for the invite. When are we going?
Pete, it's not something. We're not doing this on our own. Put it that way.
Oh, so your wives paid for it?
Absolutely not. Nope.
Are they going?
Nope.
Then I'm going.
So you can. That's true. Patreons will know about it before anybody. I'll let you know that. That's all.
I know Andy's slamming on his phone right now. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, dude. Shut up.
It happens when you leave me alone, Andrew.
Hi, Andy. We're gonna see you at Kentucky. When's the meetup? Where's the meetup? Where we meet?
I don't know yet. I honestly don't know.
Okay. We're going. When are we going? We going this summer? When is it? August?
It's this summer.
Oh, I can't wait.
But it's not really like meetup. It's not. We're not putting this on. That's all I can say. It's not us.
I'm just gonna follow you around.
Okay. All right. I got you. All right. Anyway, back to this. Eric, how are you doing with your blind? Any differentiation between the three? You got the different flavors at all, or no? What do we got here?
Yeah, I mean, there's one pick that's a standout that.
Hopefully, one's not like really bad and it's ours. That's the only thing I can think of.
No,
Joe.
I mean, I can tell which one is yours, to be honest.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Ours wasn't
maybe
very.
Maybe just because I have the most experience with it, you know.
How many bottles did you buy? Yeah, you bought a few bottles.
Yeah, I did buy a few bottles of it.
Good Lord. All right. So, oh man. Oh.
It's a lot of noises.
No, I think it's between B and D for me. B and D for me are the two standouts. That I'm almost positive the B is the rye, and I think D is the blue corn. And I love that, or red. I like both of these two bottles right here. I'm not sure. I think A is the high rye bourbon. I think B is the. I will bet my life that B is the rye. C and D is either red and blue, and I can't remember what the flavor profiles of them. I gotta sit with them. Whatever. I'll just tell you what I like tonight. We'll see what comes on top. Anyway, when will you guys be uploading?
What are Rye Dog? I just want to let you know that Andy has no part of the show anymore. He's decided not to be part of this show. So
Andy's one editing video.
We'll be doing Alanis Morissette reviews from now on. No more Def Leppard reviews. All Alanis Morissette.
That's not true. So we have 2 episodes of that. That's still we actually shot them. Andy's got to edit them and put them up, and then we will have a bunch coming this summer. They will start again this summer. Andy's been very busy with work. Like, I don't even see Andy. His family doesn't see Andy. That's why he's home tonight. He's leaving again tomorrow for like South Dakota and then North Dakota and Nebraska. He's got to go out there for work, like not great places, for like a week. And he just came back from like Spartanburg, South Carolina. He's been all over the place. He's crazy.
What happens when you're an illegal alien, Todd? You gotta search around for jobs.
The question is, what country is he really from? We don't know that yet.
If any of those videos get 100 likes, Andy said he's shipping you a free t-shirt.
Good luck with that. Oh God. Yeah. All right, Joe. What are you, Whiskey Pimp? What are you drinking right now? Wow, that's good.
I'm still on that Old Forester barrel proof rye. I don't know. Mr. Great Shot and Sean do not like me, so therefore I do not have those bottles.
What happened here? What am I missing?
Well, I don't have those bottles because I can't get them. Because Mr. Sean and Great Shot there, yeah. I don't have the connections you have.
Sean just picked me up the Still Austin.
Of course, yeah. Just throw up my face.
Rye port finished. Finished Still Austin. Yes.
Yeah.
It was exclusive. Like it was a very small run. And he got me a bottle.
Yeah, really great. Do you have a Jack Daniels 10 or 12, Todd?
No, because you gave it to Andy and Eric. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I would have taken any. I don't ever own any Jack Daniels 10 or 12. And Andy, who doesn't drink whiskey anymore, got somehow a 10 or 12. I don't know what he got.
It's quicker on the text messages, brother. Quicker on the text messages.
And because that'll do this channel a lot of good, won't it? It'll do us a lot of good. So
I couldn't believe I walked in that store and they were sitting in that shithole store on the shelf for that much. I couldn't believe it.
What store was it? What store was it?
Benfield Liquors, across from Hellas.
Really?
Yeah, man. They ever have anything. And I walked there and I took a double.
That was this year's. You didn't buy them for you already have them, I assume, right?
I have last year's. For me, they're so.
So I've tried both. So one of our Patreon members sent 10 and 12 to us. I think 10 is better than 12 anyway. I think 10 might be better than 12. Tell you the truth.
I know, that's a good. You got to blind that. You got to blind.
That's true. It's true. You do have to blind it.
Couldn't believe I saw it on the shelf for that much, and then I text everybody, and Eric sends me bin. I'm like, I'm not 12. Spell this shit out, dude.
Everybody knows that. It means buy it now, Joe. Buy it now.
I'm like, shit, Eric bought one. And like, oh, Andy. I was like, Andy got one. I was gonna put it because Eric, I was like, I'll take whatever he doesn't want. And Andy of all people, who ask Andy when's the last bottle of whiskey he bought. He has a lot of whiskey, but he hasn't bought whiskey in months. And I'm just saying. Not that
the only shorthand I know is WMMB. Where's my money? You know what I'm saying?
But maybe Andy's now. Maybe you've got him back on the sauce. Maybe you've got him back into buying whiskey because he used to buy whiskey like all the time, and he's now stopped. Maybe now you've got him back on the train here, Whiskey Pimp. Maybe you got it. You got that that backhand and get him back on the train to start buying some whiskey.
Like I said, once you get a taste of the goods I got, you always come back for a little bit more, right, Todd? That Prius is always going up down the street around me, boy. Swear to God.
All right, Saucy says the 10 this year is better than. That's what I thought too. Yes, I'm sorry, Todd. I believe I got you that. Yes, you did. I said you did. I said you. Didn't I say you, Mr. Great Shot? Mark, I said you got me the pour finish. Yeah, the red pour finish. Thank you, brother. I sent you the money. You got that. Hopefully, I sent that to you over the weekend. Morgan, what's up, guys? All right, so. We've learned some things tonight. We've learned that Andy, while he doesn't come over here, still watches us for some reason. We've also learned that what's the poll? I'm curious. Can you guys see what the poll is for our single bar picks? What do people want? 76 votes in. I'm sure there's a poll, not a stripper poll.
Make sure you after you get off of it, you use Windex.
The next check needs to be JT Mellick. Every bottle I've tried. No, it won't be JT Mill. I can guarantee it won't be that. We have zero. I'm not saying they're not great. Again, it goes back to Gandy. We got to develop some type of relationship with them. We're not gonna. I've had like a sample of JT Mellick. That's not going to happen unless we're into it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm off on that, but go ahead.
Todd, me and you should pick that bottle, and we'll call it Joe Todd Man Love.
Oh. That might be worth it just for the label that will come from that.
And we'll get that picture of us hugging together.
Yes, I did. Brian Tracy, thank you for recognizing it. I did fire Andy. Yeah, I did. I
was just hanging out with Brian Tracy at the lacrosse game.
Exactly. Well, he probably said to you, "Is Andy really still involved in the channel?" No.
He was like, "This guy Andy, why is he even on the channel? Why
I don't see him
that dead weight?" I was like, "I don't know."
And it's better to. I don't have to split proceeds by 2 now. It's just by 1. It's perfect. It's perfect. No, I'm joking. No, Brian. Andy is traveling. Well, he's getting ready to travel tomorrow morning. He's got an early morning. He leaves at like. I guess leave the house at like 4:30 tomorrow for a 6:00 flight to. I think it's Nebraska, and then he has to take a car to somewhere in South Dakota. I'm like, good luck with that, dude. Good luck. Yeah,
Brian. Andy's part of the circus. He's the bearded lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Travels around all the time.
I owe Brian a bottle of Rye 3 light whiskey. Brian, when are we ever going to get together, man? God. And of course, Brian's going to be away for the takeover of Old Line. That sucks, but oh well. That stinks. I was hoping he would be there to help us pick that awesome bottle.
He's in the lacrosse game. He's never going to be home on the weekends.
Wait, was he rooting for Johns Hopkins?
If he was, I'd have punched him in the face. He was rooting for Maryland.
Thank God.
I don't know. I didn't ask him. I didn't want to embarrass him. I didn't ask him.
I mean, he's a Baltimore guy, so I'm wondering if he was there for Johns Hopkins.
I don't know. Either team's good.
I'll be out at O-line on Thursday. Gosh, maybe I can go by there Thursday.
What? You can't get out of the house. Can't get permission slip signed that quick.
I am working from home on Thursday. If he's going on today.
Really?
Lunch break.
You can do those exams at home?
Yeah. Virtual. Telemedicine.
Nice.
If Andy's going through Nebraska, he should be on lookout for 13th Century. Yes, he is going to Omaha, I think, right? And then driving up to somewhere in South Dakota. I think is what he told me. I don't know. It's all.
Anthony needs a guest spot on this show.
Who's that?
Anthony needs a guest spot on this show.
He was on the other night when you didn't see it, Joe, but he was on. We had a Patreon hangout. So you missed his. He'll be on. Don't worry. We'll do that again.
Yeah, I've been busy.
All right. I'm going to do. Yep. Jeez. I think I. All right, guys, real quick. One other thing. I am giving away.
What about doing a single barrel James E. Pepper?
Oh, I'd love to do that. Jesus Christ, that's amazing.
This is really good. I'm glad Andy told me to get it.
It's so good. So good. Yeah. It's really good price. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do it. And the other thing is like, so when should we ever do a Sagamore pick and not BT's in the house? I mean, well, yeah. Anyway, I mean, there are so many like. I don't know. I want to do something special with Sagamore, right? So we're hopefully doing an O-line pick. I don't know. I'd love to do like a single barrel of their own juice. I don't even know if they're doing that.
Can't you get a single barrel of their finished stuff? I know that Maryland Bourbon Society and
again, I'd rather have their own juice. Like I'd rather have Sagamore like distillate. That's what I would want. That's something different. Like nothing they've done before. I want to do something that you can't get anywhere else. That's what I want to do.
Could you take a Sagamore and then take your Steel Austin barrel and put the Sagamore in a Steel Austin barrel and then?
I have no idea. No idea. However, we are getting the Steel Austin barrel and we're going to put a beer in it. So we're hoping to do something locally with that. So that'll be fun. Anyway, yeah. So I want to do Sagamore, but I mean, I don't want to just do a regular Sagamore pick. I don't know. It's going to be something special for us. So maybe there's not the opportunity. I don't know. That's our like a hometown like big distillery, and we're not doing anything with them. So that kind of sucks. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think of Sagamore? I know Brian Tracy's. Well, whatever. You know the whole story, but I mean, there's a lot of Sagamore out there for us, at least, that live in this area. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Eric, you're quiet. You don't have to be quiet. Okay.
No, I would buy it if you guys did it. Like,
yeah, but I don't want you to do it because we did it. I want you to be excited about it. Like, so what would make you excited?
I would be excited that you did it. Is what I guess what I mean. Like, so they put out some fantastic whiskey. I mean, I think the Dusty Dan pick that he did was awesome. So
yeah, it was.
Like same thing. Like if you find something that you put your name on because you like it that much, then I'm down for it. Otherwise, I'm buying the releases from them that I'm interested in and stuff, and I'm probably not buying a pick from somebody that I don't know. Like quite realistic. Right. Like I'm not just going into a store and they're like, "We got the Sagamore pick," and I don't know who did it, and I can't try it, and I'm just buying it. So like.
Todd, if you get like a Sagamore sherry or port single barrel pick.
Yeah. So again, but I love their bottle and bond. I think their now 6-year bottle and bond is fantastic. I don't think it's not enough publicity. I think people are sleeping on that. I think it's apple pie in a glass and it's fantastic juice. I think it's better than the MGB stuff that they're putting out. And I'm glad they're moving towards that. And so I think I would love to be like one of the first people that bring you a single barrel of just their distillate. That to me, that's fun. That's something different, right? That's something that you can say, oh, there's a Sagamore pick, but it's their own distillate. It's not MGP. It's not a 7-year, 8-year MGP that everyone's doing. I want to do their own distillate.
If you got a 7-year and it was at barrel strength, whatever, like, not bottled in bond. I would be all over that.
Right. That's what but I don't know if we can get that. I have no idea. So we'll find Christopher Sneed. Put the weird word in, man. We got to, I don't know. That's so that's something like Joe, Joe, Dan, for us, we're all Baltimore guys. To me, that's the perfect collaboration right there. It's something like that. That's the perfect collaboration.
The best part about Sagamore picks is they're affordable.
That's true
they're not $100. They're $60, $70 with shipping. You might get it to your door at 80 or 90.
Yep.
These usual 21090 picks are cost me $120. It's like, this is a joke.
What are you talking about?
This is Baltimore, man. I'm not making any money on these ladies. This ain't LA. This ain't Vegas.
See, there it is. See? There you go. So if it's not happening now, I mean, I don't know if it's not happening now. I haven't seen it. We're not. Brian, I have talked to who's their manager for single barrels, but to me, again, if we're doing a pick, it's got to be something different. It can't be the same old that everyone else is doing. I know it might be some great stuff, but I want to do something unique and different. So does Andy. We believe in that. That sort of philosophy. It's got to be something that's unique and something that's different than everyone else is doing out there. And I know that might limit us in what we can do. So I don't know. For us, to me, something different is their distillate. I love their distillate. I love what's coming out in the Bottle and Bond series. I can only imagine what it tastes like at cash strength, or whatever they would, the single barrel would come out. Yeah, cash strength. So I would want to do that. That's what I would want to do.
Todd.
Yes.
So you guys are only going to pick, so many picks a year. We should stop talking about the picks since you don't do them a lot. Let's talk about what's coming out soon that you want to get. What are you looking for out here?
Shoot.
You're only going to do 6 picks a year, and you don't want to spend the whole stream talking about it. What are you looking for?
I don't know. You know what? I haven't looked at the upcoming calendar. What are you looking for? Let me put it back on you. What's the pimp looking for? I actually don't. I haven't looked at the calendar. What's coming up? I hunt now in 3 places.
Okay.
So I mean, you tell me. What are you looking for?
I don't know.
I hunt for what's at Allview, at Whiting's, and sometimes I go up to Drug City. It's the same thing as Allview, though.
Penelope's got that new finish. Not the Rio, but the other one that came out. I want to get that one.
Eric, what are you hunting? Are you hunting anything?
Not really. I don't know. I save my money and then I buy reptiles and stuff like that. And
I'll say one thing. I'm doing this bourbon challenge thing where I did my 16 cash strength barrel proof whiskeys that I currently have. I didn't have the Sagamore cash strength, by the way, so that didn't make the list. But Bernheim barrel proof. So I put this out there. There's been 30 or 40 votes on this. I couldn't believe it. And have you ever had Bernheim barrel proof? Either of you two?
Yeah, it's great.
I had it at Heaven Hill before it was a regular release. I guess
that Bernheim, I put it up against this. Now the caveat was, and I think it's why it's winning, but it's not easy to find Bernheim. Went up against this Old Forester single barrel proof rye. It's beating this bottle right now in that voting now.
In the stream.
Go vote on it then. I'm not kidding you.
A Weeder versus a rye, you just beat it out.
I'll say this right now. E.H. Taylor barrel proof, right, is my number 1 seed going up against Maker's 46. Maker's 46 is beating E.H. Taylor barrel proof. That's
because you made the rule. You can only vote for it if you've tried it.
Exactly.
Nobody has a bottle of the barrel proof.
Is that 46 cash strength or is just regular 46?
46 cash strength. 46 cash. Yeah.
That's money. That's a really good one.
It's very good. And people are saying
good.
But Eric, I've had some people have had both of them and said, I'm going with 46 because I can get it more often. It's not that much. They love the flavor profile and they're voting for it over it so I did put that caveat. So the 4 things are you have to have had it. And then you take in consideration the flavor, of course, of it, but then the availability and the value of it, right? So what's it priced at, right? And so put all those things. Just don't say, I think this is better, so I'm voting for it. Have you really had it? Can you get it? If you've had it, what's the price you've paid for it? So all those things go into consideration, and then pick. I'm trying to make people actually vote for things they've had and can get, and see what comes out. I think ECBP is going to win the whole thing, honestly, because I think everyone has it. It's great. It's widely distributed and it checks all the marks to me, or possibly Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye. Maybe because there's more out there. But I think ECBP is going to win the whole thing.
Can you pull up Anthony's comment? I was giving him high praise. Now he just I don't know about that one.
No.
Just don't know.
So I agree with you. I have batch 12, and it was my favorite whiskey, which came out last year. I had it in January, so it didn't make any of my list. If I would have gotten in 23, it would have probably been one of my favorite whiskeys of the year. So I agree with you, Pimp. I like 46 cask strength. It's not better than each tail barrel proof. There's no way. There's no way. That's just me.
I would tend to agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's getting blown out because of the caveat of people are saying, well, I haven't had each tail barrel proof, so I'm voting for K46. So it's getting blown. Whatever. I love it. So what? I think ECBP is going to win it all, but we'll see. All right. Sugar Kitty, good to see you. Good night. So hold on. He had it against batch, I guess 11. That is against batch 11. I've only had batch 12, which I have, and one other batch that somebody had in one of the who brought one? Did somebody bring an HD barrel proof at one of our get-togethers at your house, Joe?
I have two of them. I don't know which batch they are. I forget.
I think where I tried the other one, and so I don't know. I thought it was really. Listen, when Justin said you can have these things, I picked the EHDL barrel proof batch 12. He's like, there's 4 that came to Maryland. I'm like, well, I'll take that then. And
top shelf Todd, baby.
I got it for like $89. You kidding? No, it was great.
Yeah. I pulled the old Total Recall. I was like, hey, Todd, this one's got 3 boobs. He's like, I'll take that one.
Exactly.
I was like, there's no other woman in Maryland that's got 3 boobs. He was like, I'll take it.
Right. I liked EHD Barrel Proof Batch 12 a lot. Thought it was better than 9, 10, especially 11. There's no way Maker's 66 is better. Yeah, I like Maker's 46 cask strength, but I agree with you. It's not the same. It's just not. Now, I've only had a few. I'm only really basing it off of Batch 12, which I think is amazing. If you can find it. And Joe, if we ever get together at your house, I'll bring that bottle and you guys can try it. It's
fantastic. I believe it when I see it. Last 2 get-togethers, your partner's brought over bottles he doesn't like, and he leaves them here.
That's my partner.
Like that's a great share, Andy. Hey, you guys don't like this? I don't like this shit neither. You keep it. That's a great bottle share there.
Funny. That's true. It is true though. That's funny.
Here's a Kings County. It tastes like shit. You can have it.
That's who did he say? No, it wasn't Kings County. Kings County does not taste like shit.
No, it was a 291, I think.
Yeah, 291. Yeah, it was not Kings County.
No, it wasn't Kings County. I got it right there.
Andy has never left the Kings County.
Yes, he did.
I left you at Kings County because I wanted you to have it. Not because I didn't like it. Bullshit.
No,
I left
it. He didn't like it. He said he didn't like it. I'm telling you.
Oh, did he really do that? He gave up Kings County. He didn't get that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, I remember he brought that 291 and he poured it into a different bottle so that nobody would know. So are you sure that that's not what you have, Joe?
That's true. That's true.
I'll tell you, there is a 291 and then there's a Kings County. But Andy, every time he comes, he brings a bad bottle.
Saucy says all 10, 11, 12 of E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Saucy must have a great collection because he sent me so many samples of amazing stuff. I have more that I haven't done from him. He's got a fantastic, I know he works in the industry sort of, so he's got an amazing collection. Thank you, Saucy, for sharing. Mash and Metal says E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is an elite bottle worlds apart from 46. Mash and Metal, you haven't voted on that, by the way. So maybe you might want to do that because right now 46 is beating.
Mash and Metal is unsubscribed with that harsh comment you just did.
I'm saying it's getting crushed in my comments. Believe it or not, I see more HTL Barrel Proof than I do. What? I want to live where you are.
That's fake. That's fake news. Pimp says that's fake news. You don't see those. And if you do see those, that's because you're staring at a window where it's been there for months where it's $350 or something.
I'm a fan of you. Go ahead, Eric.
I was going to say, I feel like being lucky enough through some of the get-togethers and stuff and through samples in the community, when you've tried all the crazy whiskey out there that people go crazy over, at the end of the day, it makes me realize that most of this shit is not worth the crazy money that people are paying for it.
Fact.
And that realistically, it's really good, but you can go out there and get other whiskey that you get a great experience from. I don't know. So that's why I've been more on on the picks and everything like that for something that's unique, as opposed to kind of chasing some of those releases. Not to say that if I can't get something for a fair price that I won't pick it up, but I'm not really spending all my time and effort trying to find some of that stuff.
I hear you. I mean, listen. I mean,
it doesn't
Joe.
Say that.
Joe, think about when we first were doing those get-togethers at your place, and what was it? Was it Kings County, like just regular bourbon that like beat like something crazy?
Yeah, for you, yeah.
For you too, though. What are you talking about? You had it high too.
I liked it. I wish I could get it in Maryland more.
But there's been other time I had other bottles that were really good bottles, but like not sort of allocated, that were up against, and I picked the non-allocated. Like everybody says, I'm top shelf. That's old top shelf Todd, but at the time I was buying all these other. And like when we did blinds though, Joe, I was picking more of the normal sort of everyday like amazing bottles that are like regular bottles. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna last chance wheel of names. I'm gonna give you my ranking of the so tonight for super chats, we've got the Still Austin Bottle and Bond Series 2-ounce pours. You'll get of all those. I don't know how the Old Forester got in there. Sorry. You also will get a 2-ounce pour of this Old Forester single barrel proof rye. But all 4 of the Still Austin Bottle and Bond ryes, as well as the Old Forester single barrel proof rye, and the bourbon, the brand new bourbon barrel bourbon Mizunara finished cask strength. And just to be fun, I'll throw in a sample of the 21090 Still Austin bourbon pick. Pour some Austin on me, so you can have 5 Still Austins, an Old Forester single barrel proof rye, and a 2-ounce pour of the barrel bourbon cask finish series Mizunara batch 1 that's coming out May 1st. So you'll get all 6 of those, 4, 5, 7 of those 2-ounce pours. So there we go. Anyway, Eric, while I load in some names, not many tonight, but I will load them in. Why don't you tell me what your ranking was, and then let's see what the results were for your Still Austin.
Of the 3, I went with the Nancy pick first. I went with the 21090 pick second, and then the Barrels for Hope third. And all were fantastic pours. And I would say of them, the 21090 stands out as being the most off profile from that standpoint, like the most unique of them. And it's I don't know, that I still love that pick. So.
It's really good, right? It's so good. The question is, I said this.
I got a Still Austin pick that I got from Sealbox that is the best pick that I own. And I would, if the house was on fire, I'm grabbing that bottle.
What?
And a couple other ladies are running out the door. I'm telling you, it blows yours out of the water. It is like a caramel bomb.
Oh my God.
I don't have much left, but I swear, like, it was. I wish I could go back.
It was. I had the same. I get you. It's very good.
The next time your mom lets you out, Todd, you can come over here. I'll let you have a sip of it, and you can tell me.
I have it. I have both Sealback's picks. Don't worry.
Do you really?
It's not better than that. Yeah, I do. I have both of them.
One? Hold on.
It's not as good.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I may actually give it away to somebody. BT, thanks for the $10 super chat, brother. Appreciate you, man. Someday I will get together with you and have a beer and give this Rye 3 light whiskey to you. And just figure out what's going on. Yeah, there's 2 of them. They did. I've got both.
Yeah.
Yep. Got them both.
It's amazing, man.
Got them both. It's not better than ours.
Amazing.
No chance it is. No chance it's better than ours.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. You got to go back to it.
All right. So I'm going to go through my picks. I did all 4 of the. I'm going to go with my rankings are A is my 4th. They're all very good. C is my 2nd. C is my 3rd. C is my 2nd, and D is my 1st. All right, so that's my A is 4th. So let's see what A is. A is the high rye. Very good. Just very different from all the rest of the three. My third is C.
Fucking
my third is the red corn. Wow. Third is red corn. Wow. So the red corn comes in third for me. My second is B. I'm pretty sure this has to be the rye. It's the rye. And then that means the blue corn. So my rating on this is the blue corn is 1, rye is 2, red corn is 3, and high rye. And you know what? That makes sense. It's the least amount I've drank of all 4 of them.
Yes, sir, Marty.
There you go. All right, that's go ahead.
Out of curiosity, with the high rye, is it just not as on profile with kind of like the Still Austin? Is it more similar to other things that you've had and that's why? Like, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep. So the blue corn and red corn are so different, right? So it's really nice, but it doesn't have. So it's got that. It's sweet. They're actually all of these are sweet whiskeys, honestly, to tell you the truth. But it just doesn't have the pepperiness, the rye spice I like in the rye. And these so the blue corn and the red corn are very sweet. And the blue corn just has that sort of blueberry. I don't know what I say blueberry, but it does. It has like a blueberry sweetness to it that I have never had before on the mouthfeel. And it's really good. So yeah, I was torn between these two, but I do like this rye. This stands out. I mean, you can certainly taste the difference. These two are very similar. This one is different than all the rest, and you can tell this is a rye. So there's not enough pepperiness in this high rye bourbon for me. I don't know what the percentage is on the rye. I thought their bourbon has a high rye component in it anyway. Like their regular bourbon has a high rye. It's like 20%, I think, in the mash bill, isn't it? I could be wrong on that. It doesn't say.
Maybe then they're up in the 30s or something like that. Then probably.
I don't know. And it makes sense. Like I didn't drink as much. Like look at this one.
Yeah.
And then look at this. And look at this. And look at that. I mean, you can see what I really like. Although I've drank more of the red corn. I had it the longest though. The blue corn, the blue corn is fantastic. They're all good. Yeah. Like the rye right now is on Sealbacks. They just posted this. It's back up. So if you want to buy it, it's there. It's ready to go. They just put that. What's that?
I think I got that at Total Wine one time.
You probably did. I'm sure it's at Total Wine. Yeah. All right. So this is a small wheel. So I'll give you guys a sample of everything I drank tonight, which is the 4 Still Austin Bottle and Bonds, the Old Forester Single Barrel Barrel Proof Rye, the Barrel Bourbon Mizunara Cast Finish, and I'll throw in our 21090. Look at that bad boy. Look at this bat. This is the OG. This will always be the OG.
And don't forget about that purple top you were sipping on earlier.
Oh, is that what? No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
I saw it.
Not a chance. There's only like 8 people that are in this. So there's good odds tonight, guys. You have very good odds. So let's bring that up. Present. Share screen. Let's see who wins this wonderful sample from 21090. Todd. No, it's 21090. Seriously, let's share. That's true. That is actually true. Let's get out of here. Let's go see. Are you always winning, Joe?
I'm surprised Andy didn't donate.
That is true. Screw Andy. He might be asleep by now. Come on, this thing is so slow. What's wrong with this StreamYard? Hold on. Sorry. There we go. 1 second.
Wow.
It's this shitty computer I have. That's all. It's not the internet.
Todd, I thought you already upgraded your computer.
Is it up? All right, you guys can see it. Can you guys see it?
Saucy.
Can you guys see it? I can't see it. Hello?
I can see it.
It is.
If Sealbox sold a computer, Tyler would buy it. I can see it. Spin the damn thing. Oh, here we go.
It is spinning. It's just spinning super slow.
I don't
see it.
I don't see it. Hold on 1 second.
Now I know why Andy quit.
All right, I'm spinning it.
Yeah,
well, that's not spinning.
I heard the spinning sound. I just don't see it moving.
Spun it. I don't know if anybody can see it. Carl's won. Carl has won. It did not like the wheel name. I promise you, Carl, you won. Can anybody see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
I think that's fake. I think Carl lives closer than everybody else. That's why Todd rigged it.
All right, let me stop that. Carl has won. Screenshot that. I will screenshot in case anybody. Can anybody see that? Carl, nobody can see Carl won. Nobody can see it. I'm going to end it up. Carl won.
So just got better, Eric. So just got better, Eric. All right, let's go.
Nobody comes here for the production value. We know that, right?
I know. All you got to do is put a baseball hat on. You'll be Andy. I'll be Todd at a rock concert in the the early days.
I'm waiting for the text message from Todd that says what went wrong.
What the hell just happened? Jesus
you kicked yourself off. That was the best.
Whatever. Carl won, by the way. Carl, congratulations, Carl. Carl, yeah, there you go. First time winner, I think. All right, guys. What did we learn tonight? Well, we learned
that you're going to do 6 barrel picks a year, but it sounds like you're around 18 to 20.
Nope. No. No.
Same with my ladies. You're always like, not this weekend, and then you're there every weekend.
Let me hold on before you go further. There's only been 81 votes, which is surprising me. All right, 81 votes for our which upcoming 21090 single barrel pick are you most excited for? So I can't believe this is really. We only have 81 votes. Come on. Anyway,
20 people watching.
That's true. 41% said still Austin cast strength ride, just like Whiskey Pimp.
Brian Tracy said he learned something tonight.
You have a shitty computer. Yes, I do. Todd, get a new computer. Yep, no doubt about it. All right, that's good. And then 23% said the Corbin Cash 9-year, 135 proof rye. And then 36% said the 8-year Corbin Cash hazmat bourbon. Interesting that that people, here's my rankings for this will be that 9-year Corbin Cash rye. I've tried them all.
That's what I put down as my vote.
That would have been my vote. And it's only 23%, which is interesting. That's okay. I get it. I'm telling you, they're all great. But for me, I love Corbin Cash. That Merced rye is just something special. And it's all good.
Do you know what we all learned tonight?
What did we learn?
Todd's finally going to Kentucky this summer, and we're all tagging along. He spilled the beans, and he's going to be so pissed off on the next stream. I can't wait.
I'm not the only one going to Kentucky this summer. I can tell you that.
Who else is going, Todd?
I don't know, but I'm sure more than just me. New computer. Yeah,
Give me some initials, Todd.
I can't. I'll tell you. Once we go off, I'll tell you.
There's only 10 people here. Come on, go ahead.
No. Andy will kill me.
Okay.
All right, guys. Next week we have Kate from Keeper's Heart. Now, listen, Marty just had her on. Any questions for Keeper Heart? What do you think? Why is Eric frozen?
So this is the part of the night after I've made fun of your computer not working that mine hasn't been rebooted and it stopped. Okay. So I'm frozen and I can only hear you guys.
All right, very good. We'll end the stream appropriate. Yeah, it's actually a good shot of you. You're drinking your whiskey. It's perfect. There. Let's all do that. All right, guys. We'll see you later. We'll see you next Tuesday. No, we'll see you next Tuesday. Go fund me now for. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's terrible. I do need a new computer. This computer sucks.
Got some big hands, Eric. You stay away from my ladies.
All right, next week, Keeper's Heart. Keeper's Heart pick. Wow, who knows? We'll see. We're excited to have Kate on. I don't know a lot about him, so I'm going to do the next week to do some research, drink through these bottles. And by the way, if you want to see my personal page, I'm going to my first ever NASCAR race this Sunday at Dover International Speedway with my family. We're going. My son, my 8-year-old son loves NASCAR. I've kind of gotten into it, and we're going to our first ever race.
No.
Yes. So if you ever want to see anything, My 3 Sons is my page, my personal YouTube page for my family. I'll put a video up of that. experience. So
yeah, that's got to be an experience there.
Yeah,
what's wrong?
A lot of left-hand turns.
A lot of left-hand turns. The Monster Mile in Dover. I'm going to it this Sunday. Good weather, racing. Who's my favorite driver? Let's see. I like Kyle Larson. I like Chase Elliott. My son really loves Joe Logano, who I like, but a lot of people piss on Joe Logano a lot. Yeah, I like Noah Gragson. He's not very good. And Timmy Hill is my favorite because he's the only NASCAR driver from Maryland, but he's not even in the Cup Series. So whatever. It's all good.
You should watch that movie with Will Ferrell, the NASCAR movie. Before you
Shaking
Talladega Nights. You should watch that with your kids before you go.
Hold on. I got that.
Do we just become friends?
Oh, I got that too. Shake and bake right here.
Shake and bake.
Pathetic loser.
Shake and bake.
Hey, shake and bake, Cal. Woo!
Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Shake and bake. All right, Eric, great profile pic, by the way. You should keep that. And there it is. Thank you. My 3 sons. Thank you. I will put a video up of my first ever experience at a NASCAR race with my family. That ought to be interesting.
Guys, do not Google search Todd threesomes. It's my 3 sons. Okay.
My 3 sons. Put in my 3 sons.
Google that.
Put in my 3 sons, Ocean City, Maryland. Because my 3 sons is like a popular show, of course, not me. And you'll see my videos from my family. That's like my family channel. So don't spread it. Just you guys. Just you guys. All right. Keep on rocking, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. Keep your start, Kate. And then hopefully Drifting Drams the following week with a coffee stream. Coffee and bourbon. We're going to be brewing coffee, guys. Brewing coffee, drinking their coffee, drinking some whiskey. It's going to be fun.
No, one more thing. Not that I care about Andy.
Yep.
But it's a good idea to do a wine stream one time.
Yep.
Can we do that?
Yeah, he's going to do. We're doing that. We are definitely doing. Will you come on?
You get like a couple of wines that are kind of like everybody could get. We could all like buy them or something like that.
Yes, for sure.
This time wine's probably way cheaper than this bourbon that we're all getting.
You got that right. We're definitely doing a few wine streams. Andy's all about the wine. I love seeing Eric. Let's do this. Hold on. Look at this. Eric is perfect. That's perfect. Joe, let's get him out. Ready, Joe? Let's go. Come on, Joe. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. All right, we're done. Oh, I think we're done. Are we done?